guys able to put some points in the board about finally breaking through and getting those scores we had to do?
Yeah, I thought we were crucial there in the third quarter and coming out strong. I think our defense played a great game tonight. And they got us the ball back there at the beginning of the halftime. We scored a touchdown through the ball to Marshawn Lynch, and then Doug Baldwin had an unbelievable night tonight. So he made some great catches for us and got open there. And I thought we were relentless. We just had the right mindset going into this game. They played a great football game against us, but we were able to capitalize when we needed to.
In the past, sorry, Russell, talk about your level of appreciation for how much Baldwin and Kearse have stepped up this season.
Yeah, they've, this is my sixth grade teacher right here now, this advisor right here asking this question, put her cord in the man. But anyways, you think about Doug Baldwin and Jermaine Kearse. They've really stepped up for us this year, and they stepped up time and time again in the past 3 years, really. You think about the catches they made last year, Doug Baldwin and Jermaine. You think about the catches they made tonight. Jermaine goes in there on the seam route, bends in, and makes an unbelievable catch over the middle. Doug Baldwin scores a touchdown pass, and he just really understands me. He really gets what I'm trying to do, and he just reads me really well. And those guys are electric for us. And when they can make plays like that, it's going to be hard to beat us.
And yet, you mentioned some of the veterans. How key have been some of the young guys? Paul Richardson, Earl just mentioned that Christian Michael kind of waved Marshawn off the field at one point. How key have these guys been for you?
Well, you think about the guys having to step up, and that's what championship teams have to do. We believe we have that championship mindset, and everybody has to step up and play up. And you think about the young guys. You think about Paul Richardson. You think about Kevin Norwood. He made some nice plays tonight. You think about Tony Moyaki. Even though he's not a young guy, he's new to our system. He's been unbelievable for us. And I still consider Luke Wilson a young guy who continues to make plays after play after play. And then Christian Michael finishing the game off there, run the football extremely hard. So we have a lot of talent, and I think we just got to keep growing, keep building. There's a lot more games left, and we got to focus on one game at a time.
How important was it early just to move the ball, even if you weren't necessarily scoring touchdowns every time, to just kind of keep their defense off the field, or their offense off the field, and all that kind of stuff?
Well, the time of possession that we had tonight, you got to credit our defense. Like I said, they were a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of plays that they made, and then in terms of how physical we were on offense and the plays that we were making, getting third downs, getting some even third and longs there, especially the play there, going into halftime and being able to kick the field goal. Those are things we have to be able to do to win big games like that against a very good football team, the Eagles.
That play to Baldwin on third, the one you just said before halftime, did you see him when? It went in your scramble. Did you see him right at the end there?
The play to Baldwin or the play to
the third and 15 to Baldwin for 20 yards?
There's 2 different plays. I think we had Doug Baldwin. He ran a really nice route over the middle of the field. And he kind of broke away from the guy and came across the middle, and I was able to, line did a great job protecting for me. Then I was able to sit in the pocket there for a while and hit Doug Baldwin for a huge first down. I'm not sure whether it may have been 3rd and 15. And then we had another play, scramble, where I was able to kind of spin away, come back, and Paul Richardson did a great job. Doug Baldwin went deep, and Paul Richardson came across the middle. And I was able to hit Paul Richardson and get us in the right field goal position that we needed for Steve Hauschka be as great as he always is.
The deep ball you threw to Baldwin, are you throwing that knowing he's going to make a play one way or the other? He's going to get.
Yeah, I'm trusting Doug to go up and get the plays, and I trust all the receivers. They did a great job tonight. We got some good releases, and guys made plays, you got to trust those guys to make those plays for it.
Can you talk about your touchdown run, and did you have that speed back in 6th grade?
In terms of the touchdown run, they got to cover Marshawn, obviously, and I was able to just kind of scamper out to the left. And he asked if I had that speed in 6th grade. I was probably faster in 6th grade. I've kind of gained a few pounds now, but I was able to get away there and get into the end zone.
How cross country here and to win a hostile environment in Philadelphia, how big is that for this team as you go down the back stretch of this season and doing playoffs and stuff?
Well, to be able to come on the road, come to Philadelphia, a well-known place where they haven't lost at home yet until us. But I think about the type of team that they have. And to be able to come here and to battle and to play, and to step up and make the plays on a consistent basis, play after play, we have to be able to do that. And that's what we were able to do tonight, and we got to keep going. There's a lot more to do. We got to go home, and I believe we play the 49ers at home, this Sunday. That's always a tough game, and then we got some more games after that. So we're looking forward to the opportunity. It's a long journey, and you take one step at a time, one day at a time, one game at a time. You keep balling, you keep believing in your teammates, and you keep trusting each other.
How close is this to what you feel the true team, the true identity of this team is?
I definitely think our identity is showing up, and there's still some more to show, to prove. You know, it's week in and week out. You know, and we're high on confidence because we put the work in, you know, throughout the week. It's not because of the games we've won in the past or what we believe we can do in the future. It's because of what we do on a daily basis, and that's where we get our confidence from. And Coach Carroll does a great job of instilling that in us. And so, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, you take one game at a time.
And Russ, you mentioned your Coach Carroll.